Welcome to the beautiful moments at the Association of Diocesan Priests ADP meeting of the Ecclesiastical Province of Bamenda in Bamenda. Diocesan priests of Kumbu, Bamenda, Manfe Kumba, and Boya come together every 2 years for this biennial General Assembly.
It's the biennial assembly of the ADP, which means it takes place once every 2 years. But as a result of the socio-political crisis hitting the Anglophone regions of Cameroon, the last session actually took place in August 2021 in Boya.
This year, the Archdiocese of Bamenda ably hosts the ADP. And here we are at the serene St. Thomas Aquinas Major Seminary, STAMS, in Bambui, Bamenda.
This coming together is meant to solidify our brotherhood.
The Code of Canon Law in paragraph 267 requires that priests should undergo continuous or ongoing formation even after ordination. So one of the purposes of this meeting is to enable priests to have a moment of sharing, to have a moment of ongoing formation, and to live afresh what the scripture says in Psalm 132 verse 1, that how good it is a thing when brothers live in unity.
The excitement is palpable as priests arrive this Tuesday, the 30th of July, greeting old friends and sharing a hearty supper. The joy of reuniting is evident in every handshake and smile. The next day, Wednesday the 31st day of the month of July, and the official opening mass takes place at St. Peter's Parish, Bambui. The theme of this 2024 ADP is the priest as a man of communion. Grace Andrew Fuanya Nkea delivers a characteristically powerful homily, emphasizing the brotherhood amongst priests as the most powerful in the world. He highlights 6 levels of communion priests share when they come together. Communion with the Trinity, communion with the Church, hierarchical communion, communion in the Eucharistic celebration, communion in ministry, and communion in the presbytery.
The main reason for our gathering to share all the levels of priestly communion together as members of this one ecclesiastical province of Bamenda. There may be other subsidiary reasons, but sharing priestly communion with one another is the main reason for our gathering here. We go back from the beginning, fathers. We have talked about communion with the Trinity, communion with the Church, hierarchical communion, communion in the Eucharistic celebration, communion in the exercise of ministry, communion in the presbyterate. Woe betide any priest who claims to be a priest and breaks or ruptures communion. Then you are living a lie, and we wish you well with the lie that you are living. Flowing from the above, we can now adequately understand why the psalmist says, how good, how pleasant, brothers living in unity. When there is unity, there the Lord gives his blessing and happiness forever. Which means that when brothers are not living in unity, the Lord does not give his blessing. And then there is no happiness, and there is no happiness forever. Psalm 130.
This homily sets the tone for the days ahead. Following the Mass, the official opening ceremony takes place. The ADP Chairperson from the host diocese is Reverend Father Ignatius Windham. He welcomes everyone warmly. The Archbishop speaks on the importance of the assembly, reinforcing the need for unity and communion among priests.
We always looked forward to going to ADP meetings. And the only appeal I want to make to the priests here gathered today is that don't lose that spirit. When you're no longer looking forward to going to a meeting of this caliber, you need a retreat. And therefore, those people who are not here, please advise them to take a retreat, probably in a monastery, to examine their priestly life.
Afternoon of day 2. On behalf of the clergy of the host diocese, Father Bernardine Som presents a position paper on the priest as a man of communion. A presentation that sparks deep reflections and sets the stage for further discussions.
What inspired the topic was because since 2016, we have been living in trying times. And lots of people have been wounded, lots of tensions, kidnappings, and whatsoever. If people are looking for reconciliation, and we have to heal the world, then we must come with that reconciling mission of Christ, who was a man of communion.
But that communion among ourselves as priests, at times it's embarrassing to see that we preach this communion and minister this communion to others, but among ourselves as priests is not very evident.
And I have that passion too, that the best way to be a priest is to be together.
The first half of day 3 is dedicated to position paper workshops. Each of the 4 groups answer questions on the feasibility of presbyteral communion, its fruits, what must be done to achieve it, building communion with God, and on the vexing question of the targeting of priests on social media. The points from these workshops are then shared in a plenary session, fostering a rich exchange of ideas and experiences. Every participant seems impressed and encouraged, especially following the discussions on issues related to the life of diocesan priests.
18 priests have been ordained and been coordinated with the Diocese of Bamenda.
We have heard reports from all the 5 dioceses, listening to their challenges as they go through pastoral ministry in the context of the crisis, and also giving recommendations on some difficulties that have been felt and lived in the past 3 years.
The ADP meeting in Bamenda was truly a testament to the spirit of communion.
I think communion is not easy at all as priests living with Christians, and then as priests living as priests. So this is a really food for thought for us, and I think when we go back we have a lot to do in order to better our present situation.
I feel overwhelmed with the meeting, seeing my elder brothers, people that I have not seen for long.
Something not worth missing for sure. As the Archbishop said, that those who do not feel like attending such meetings should consider themselves attending a retreat in the monastery. So I think that is something. This was really nice to hear, to meet brothers again, to be again back in other STAMS. Actually, in Kumba come 2026. Thank you very much.
Looking forward to our next session, which will be in the Diocese of Kumba come 2026.
We not only look forward to the next in Kumba, but the challenge to put into practice what we have achieved abides. Thank you for watching, and please like, share, and subscribe for more updates. God bless you.
Gloria